With YouTube attacking alternative media, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon for just $1 per month. Link below. One of my favorite things when it comes to talking about feminism is that feminists will always, and I mean always, without question, eat their own. I mean, they are horrible for that. And so when it comes to the situation involving Jennifer Lawrence, I simply cannot help but laugh. Now, yesterday, fans were going a little bit crazy. Not just fans, but really feminist fans were going crazy over this image of Jennifer Lawrence with the cast of Red Sparrow, and it was outside. And look at the dress she's wearing. I mean, look at it. You can stop the video and zoom in if you'd like. Don't worry, we're going to get a better look at it anyway. But it's a very revealing dress. Just saying. So there's that. But it goes on to say that the London photo call for the new Russian spy thriller Red Sparrow is raising eyebrows for the fact that while the four men are bundled up in expensive coats and sensible shoes, Jennifer Lawrence is somehow forced into fundamentally weather inappropriate dress. See, again, this is the concept here, is that this is why I like to make fun of feminists, is because they talk about all this equality. They talk about female empowerment, females having their own agency, women, going after their dreams, fighting back against the system, making it work for them. The same talking points that are never ultimately true when it comes to test set theories, because Jennifer Lawrence is the highest paid actress in Hollywood. She's going to do what she wants when she wants. No one is going to be able to stop her. She could probably go to this press junket for Red Sparrow and be all like, I'm just going to show up in a freaking ugly Christmas sweater and y'all going to suck my dick. Deal. And they'd be like, well, we really can't do much about that, but okay. And then they're going to try to, Steve Bannon themselves. But the point is, she looks incredible in this photo. And it's a good looking dress. Now, Versace, because this is a Versace dress, saying here, Jennifer Lawrence arrived in a velvet Versace pre-fall 18 gown with gold Medusa buttons and a high front split at the Red Sparrow photo call in London. So Versace is basically like, look, Jennifer Lawrence is wearing one of our dresses. Jennifer Lawrence looks amazing, spectacular, beautiful in one of our dresses. We want to make sure that the world knows it. And Jennifer Lawrence is probably being paid a lot of money to do that. But at the other time here, well, no, I'm going to hold that point here for a second. But then there's also then they go on to complain about the other people that are there. You got Frances Lawrence, Joel Edgerton, Jeremy Irons, and they're all wearing, standard outdoor clothing attire for being cold. And then there's Jennifer Lawrence looking like she's going to go all femme fatale on their asses. And given the sexualized nature of Red Sparrow, the fact that it's a movie all about sexual domination in a way that's going to leave 50 Shades of Grey in the dust, makes sense that she would be coming out promoting it like this. For one, she's trying to shed the I'm the Katniss Everdeen, shed the mystique viewpoint. Like, she's not your PG-13 franchise fare anymore. She's a woman. She's empowered. She's going to go out there and shake her assets in order to have that empowerment, which is why she's doing it ultimately. But people aren't too pleased about that. Now it says here, Helen Lewis says, this is such a quietly depressing and revealing image, not least because I've been outside today and it's bloody freezing. Well, it's cold. Yeah, I know it's cold. Zelda Williams here saying, yep, and the sheer number of men I know who come to press junkets freshly rolled out of bed when their female counterparts have been up since 4 a.m. going through hair and makeup. The expectations women are expected to fill physically in order to be considered hardworking are tenfold. But there's also, you're selling an image, you're selling an image of that person, and so I've seen interviews with actresses going to roles, getting there early, no hair, no makeup, and they go and they get in the wardrobe and they go and they do these things. It's not an uncommon thing. Trying to treat it as it's being this huge sexist thing is kind of dumb, because it's not uncommon. She didn't have to wear that. I'm pretty sure that was something that she wanted to wear, therefore having her own agency, because she's her own woman. But then again, when it comes to the tenets of feminism, that's a gigantic no-no. And so Alexandria Freen here says, at least the guys look really embarrassed. The guys are going like, I don't want to, how do I rubberneck without being caught? Like, how do I, without being caught? That's what's going on there. Claire Dyke Coglu says, the cold never bothered me anyway. Frozen reference. C.N. Harry's says, look at the state of this picture. Equality means you get to wear a fucking coat. Again, the idea there that this is something that she's being forced to do, that this is the patriarchy at work is the problem with the article. Because Jennifer Lawrence herself has come back and called it out. She's going after social justice warriors, going after feminists for saying that this is sexist coverage of a Versace dress that she wore in cold weather. And again, it's a very revealing dress. And from my understanding, if you go see Red Sparrow, it's going to be a very revealing Red Sparrow movie. So expect there to be a little bit of sticky floors on your way out. She says here that Versace dress was fabulous. Do you think I'm going to cover up that gorgeous dress with a coat and scarf? No, she wouldn't. Jennifer Lawrence, an adult woman, was forced to defend her adult woman choices after media coverage questioned the actress for wearing a sexy, albeit not very cozy dress in cold weather while promoting her new flick Red Sparrow in London on Tuesday afternoon. Saying, wow, I don't really know where to get started on this Jennifer Lawrence wearing revealing dress in the cold controversy. This is not only utterly ridiculous, I am extremely offended. That Versace dress was fabulous. You think I'm going to cover it up with a coat and scarf? And again, just kind of looking at it here, it's a very, very nice dress. Really draws your eyes. Really just makes you take it all in. Really means you should watch this video in 1080p. So I'm just saying, it's like the dress is very nice. It's very fitting on her. It looks good. She knows what she's doing. She's an adult woman. And that's kind of what I want to talk about, though. She's been on the scene for a number of years now. She's been around for a long time. She's done a lot of these franchises, as I mentioned, Katniss Everdeen and Hunger Games. There's Mystique. She's done a lot of big budget films. She's done artsy fartsy stuff with David O. Russell, and that's won her Academy Awards. But this movie, given the nature of it, given the graphic nudity involved in the movie, you can see this is her kind of coming out, right? This is her taking control back after the fappening from nearly 4 years ago. This is her taking control of her career. Traditionally, these kind of celebrities that have been around for a while, that start when they're younger, hit a moment where they want to really start to kind of come into their own. They want to have that moment of control. And so they want to play the bad girl. And that's kind of what this is. This is her bad girl moment. And I'm not shaming her or talking ill. This is a kind of classic trope from people in Hollywood. Very nice dress. So leaning into a more serious tone, she continued, this is sexist. This is ridiculous. This is not feminism. Before you go forward, I just kind of want to chime in on that one. Jennifer, yes, this is feminism. This is the ideology that you prescribe to. This is the narrative that you find yourself often being embroiled in and caught up in. This is exactly feminism. This is modern 2018 feminism, where women like you who express any bit of sexuality are browbeaten by prudish feminists who believe that you are being told to do something outside of your control, that you are being told to act a certain way against your will, when you just want to go out there and show off your adult body that you have worked hard to maintain, and you are doing it for this movie, and to also go through a bad girl phase. You have agency of your own, and they remove that from you. They take that from you. They shame you until you fall in line. That is feminism. There's no other way to define it. That's where you are. And I'm sorry you haven't seen it until now. So saying that it's not feminism is an abject lie. It's an outright fallacy. It is a false narrative. To quote our president, fake news. Now, overreaching or overreacting about everything someone does, says or does, creating controversy over silly, innocuous things such as what I choose to wear or not to wear, is not moving us forward. And you wonder why feminism hasn't really progressed forward past second wave. It may have gone into third wave and modern and whatever else. Now they're claiming fourth wave feminism, but it's roughly the same tenets, just a bit more radicalized. Now, many of the critics seem to infer that Lawrence had zero agency choosing her ensemble, pointing out that her co-stars were clad in coats and painting the image of a poor starlet who was forced to wear a sexy dress. However, while the gown from the Italian fashion house pre-fall collection showed off plenty of skin with a plunging neckline and high thigh slit, she was only outside for 5 minutes in the 48-degree weather, and a reminder she can wear what she wants. Finishing up here, she says, everything you see me wear is my choice, and if I want to be cold, that's my choice too. So this is only 48-degree weather. I live in Washington. We've been rocking under 30 for the last couple of days. So 48 degrees for 5 minutes. She came on out, snapped the photo. I mean, you can even kind of look over here. This photo, one of the photos here has her right here coming out, like her getting there, and you know, she's got a coat on and everything else. So she's just walking into the thing, and that's all it is. So she, you know, it was 5 minutes outside. She snapped a photo, went back in where it was nice and warm, and everyone lost their goddamn minds. But as I pointed out, this is not, this is feminism. This is what it is. I'm glad that she's kind of noticed that, and hopefully it will influence her take on the subject in the future. And part of me hopes she doesn't walk away from this particular path, so to speak. Keep showing off what God gave you. Keep angering the feminists, and I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be all right.